it's Lee from Play Guitar Academy. Welcome to your 5-minute fix. Today's question comes from Bill, and he asks, how can you learn the simplest, fastest version of a song when you need to know one or several of them and you've got a deadline? So the problem is you've got a gig, a jam coming up, there's a short window to learn these things and you're panicking. So what do? You open the tab, you look up a video, and all of a sudden you realize that's going to be impossible. You get overwhelmed right away. So here's a 3-step approach to learn songs quickly. First, you need to get the skeleton of the song. The basic chords that may not be the coolest chords or the ones that they use up high, but what are the basic chords that are going to get you through the song? The ones from the verse, the ones from the chorus. Then what's the basic groove? Don't do the really impossible rhythms. Get the basic groove down. Here's what we're going to skip. We're going to skip the riffs. We're going to skip the fills. We're going to skip the solos for now, right? And so what you need to be able to do is play the song start to finish as a rhythm player first. This is going to set the map for the entire song and just going to make all the other parts easier. The next thing is you can do, you want to get a little bit more into it, identify the signature part of the song. Every song has that one thing that everyone's going to expect if they're going to play that song. It could be a lick, it could be an intro, a turnaround, the cool part of that song. Learn just that one part. That's going to make this, what you're playing, recognizable to anyone who listens to this. For like Sweet Child Mine, it would be that opening arpeggio run, right? That's the part you need to learn. So next, if you are learning the solo of the song, and you say, oh my gosh, I can't get this whole thing. We need to know what key it's in. We need to know what the basic scale is that you're going to use over the song. And you can improvise over that as long as you use something called anchor points. What are anchor points? Anchor points are little milestones along the way of the song that remind you of the song. Make it sound like what you're playing fits in perfectly, right? They're memorable pieces from the song. It could be part of the chorus. It could be part of the riff. It could be part of the main lick. What I use is I try to learn as much of the vocal melody that I can find on the guitar. So that way it sounds legit. It sounds like what you're playing is going to match the song perfectly. Why? Because it's using part of the song anyway. And you don't have to learn every single note of the song. It's going to give the illusion of knowing the whole song while you're doing less. It's what a lot of the recording artists are doing anyway. They don't play the songs exactly the same. You see them the next time, right? So we get to those 3 parts, those 3 things down, you're in good shape. But I've got a bonus tip for you. Visually being able to see the form of the song is incredibly important, especially if you're learning multiple songs. Everything can get overwhelming and mixed up. So if you have the time, I would chart out the structure of the song. I call it a lead sheet. Lots of people call it a lead sheet. And basically is top down. So your form is going to be on the left. Intro, verse 1, verse 2, going down the page. And then to the right of each of those, you write the chords out. And I usually do it in 4 measure increments. So it's 8 measures. You'd have 2 lines for the intro, and then you go to the verse, right? But I write it on paper. This is important because sometimes I'll write it all out on paper, and that's all I needed to remember it each time, right? And then you're going to start practicing each song in order, top down the lead sheet page. And you're going to practice each song in order like you're doing it in a live set. Before you know it, you're going to be able to cut the gig easily and then actually be able to think straight when you're on there, knowing, hey, I've got the minimum I need to get through this, and then anything else is gravy that I come up with on the gig. This method has saved me more times than I can count, and it's not about learning every note. It's about delivering the feel and the flow of the song under pressure. Thank you, Bill, for a great question. If you want to learn the core skills you need to start learning songs on your own, get started with my Absolute Beginner's Guide to Guitar. It will save you decades of spinning your wheels. This has been your 5-minute fix. I'm Lee from Play Guitar Academy. Thanks for listening, and go practice something that moves you forward today.